This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Flagstaff tent trailer, model number 228D. So this is a kind of a supplemental video. The manufacturer's setup video is really well done, and you can go to their website and look at that. But I'm just going to go into a little more detail in some areas and talk you through it. So this is kind of a how-to video more than a floor plan video. So starting here, if you have to put this away while it's still wet or moist, let's say it's morning dew on it still, or it's raining when you pack it up, the first chance you get, I mean like the first chance you get, you need to set this up, open the screens and just let the wind blow through it for a whole, if it's a nice day, the whole day or a couple days, whatever you can do. But you always want it to be dry when you're storing it. Otherwise, you'll get a little mildew on it. It's that sort of thing. So whenever you put it away, when it's wet or damp, you have to open it up as soon as possible and let the wind whistle through it and dry out, okay? That's important. Also, while we're looking at this, your corner caps, there's one of these plastic caps on each corner, and then there's also a roof vent, a powered vent up there. You want to inspect that regularly, every couple times a summer, whatever. You want to look at those, make sure there's no cracking or separation. If you see anything starting, you want to go and get the product you want is called Clear ProFlex. You just clean the area off really well and run a bead on it and smooth it with your finger. And the idea is you don't want any water to get into the building material. So pay attention to those corner caps and the roof vent. And you can also look at the whole thing. I mean, any place you see caulk from the factory, like here, just keep an eye on it. It's part of owning a trailer, and you need to take care of it and do maintenance on it. So make sure you take care of that. That's important. Okay, so this rail right here, there's a griddle. I'll just show you that right now. There's a griddle and a metal utility table that sit right on that rail. So you have this here, and then you have your griddle that hangs on the rail, right? The LP line to connect it to the LP system is right here. So you'll pull this out of its port. It's got a quick connect on it, so you plug it into the back of the griddle, and you're all set. Okay. This is to fill the fresh water tank. Now, the most common way to get water to the trailer is through the city water hookup, but occasionally you'll camp, whether you're boondocking or whatever, you'll camp someplace that doesn't have city water, so you can pre-fill the water tank, the onboard tank, and then use the water pump to pump the water, and everything will work as though you have city water. So I want you to, when I get inside, I'll show you the switch for that. Okay, this is a cassette toilet. You're going to have to read I suggest, obviously, you read the directions, but it's also important, let me get this off of here. It's also important, you look at the manufacturer's video, oh, it's locked. The manufacturer's video, because it's pretty, once you've done it once or twice, it's pretty simple. But the first few times you want to make sure you know what you're doing. So let me find my key here. I think this is it, I hope. Bear with me, please. Yep, that's it. So it takes a 751 key. Let's see what I got here. Get a better grip on the key. Okay. So there we go. So this is your cassette toilet. Like I said, I'm not going to go into it. You can read up on it, watch the manufacturer's videos. But this whole cassette comes out. It's like a black tank, right? It's a portable black tank. You'll take it and you'll dump it, wash it out, that sort of thing. So the reason it's called a cassette is because that particular piece comes out, okay? Of course, your awning, same thing with the awning when it comes to being wet. It tends to get condensation in it no matter what, but you still want to dry it out, and make sure you clean it regularly, because if you just give it a basic cleaning with some bleach type material, maybe a little bit of bleach in a bucket, whatever, it'll keep it really nice, okay? You have two deep cycle marine batteries here. They're wired together to output 12 volt. So basically you're just doubling the storage by having two of them. You get two LP tanks, of course. They're both full. If I come around here, this is the switch for your power winch. Or is it a winch? It's a winch. Winch. Just make sure when you're raising it, this is your gauge here. This right here, if you put it up till this is taut, it'll be at the exact right height to install the door. That's what it's about. It's not so you won't rip the canvas apart or anything. It's so the door will fit properly. If you ever pull it loose, it'll be at the top because that goes in the particle. You just screw it back in. Take the same screw, move it a 1/4 inch to either side, and screw it back in, okay? While I'm standing here, this is not plugged in yet. This is for the roof air conditioner. You see there's the port that it plugs into. Generally, you're going to plug it in while the top is still down, but this got set up without plugging it in. Okay. City water hookup here. Most common way to get water to the trailer. That's your sink drain. You can make up a hose. It's a garden hose type fitting, so you can make up a hose to go into a bucket or down the drain, whatever you want to do. You have a 30-foot, 30-amp power cord. We also give you a reducer to reduce it down to 20 amp. Of course, this is an outside shower. Your water heater runs on gas. So right now it's empty because this is winterized, but this is your drain plug / anode rod. Screws right into there. It takes an inch of, whoops, let me get a picture here. It takes an inch of the 6-point socket to remove it and put it back in. So you need that plus about a 6-inch extension and then a ratchet to break it free. The switch to operate this is inside. I'll show you that also. Right now it's winterized, so it's bypassed. There are two valves on the back to bypass it, and it's empty. Okay. Alrighty. And this is just the furnace vent here, and this is just a coax through if you want to use campground cable through or whatever. Okay. All right. So this does have a solar panel. Let's see if I can hook this back up. Sorry about the camera work. I do with what I have. So let me just get this on here. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. So this right here is your solar controller. We're inside, so we're not gaining anything from the sun. So the only button you have to worry about is the upper right-hand button, but I can still talk you through this. Right now your system has 13.6 volts in it, which is perfect, right? 13.6 volts DC, okay? You push it again, and this would be the gain from the sun. So it's going to be 3.5 or 6.8 or whatever it is, depending on the conditions outside. It's telling you how much sunlight is being converted to electricity and stored in your battery. You punch it again, and this is amp hours of storage. Okay, once it's outside, it'll be working, but you have the 3 different screens. Then you go back to the first one, the 13.6. So you push it 3 times, get 3 different screens. This is telling us it's not quite totally charged. Okay, if it ever flashes and it says FUL on it, FUL on it, is telling you that there's no more room for storage in the batteries, so it's basically shut the panel down. So as soon as the level drop in your batteries, it'll go right back to these 3 screens, okay? Your battery is not set correctly here, so let me do that. You shouldn't have to do this, but I just set it to wet because you have deep cycle marine batteries. And then I'll push that and you'll be all set. Okay? So the upper right hand button is the one you're going to use. Alrighty. This is the top half of your cassette toilet, obviously, with a shower. You have shower curtains that come with it, with the hooks, and you can put those up if you choose to. Let me set this down so I can sit on it. This is your water heater switch, right? That's how you light the water heater. There's no water in it, so obviously you don't ever want to run it without water in it. This is a GFCI plug. All the plugs in the trailer, including the one on the outside, are wired through this GFCI, so keep that in mind. If you're using something outside and it pops, you're going to reset it here. Okay. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector right here. It should always be glowing green like it is. If it's not, get it serviced. It's obviously very important. This is the switch for your water pump. If you're pumping water out of the fresh water tank, you'll use that. You also use that pump to winterize the trailer. This is your power converter. This converts AC to DC power. So when you're plugged in, you got 110 AC at these circuit breakers here, and they're labeled, right? Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC on this side, so you got 12 volt fuses here, and they're all labeled. Okay. Also, this is a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your batteries need when you're plugged in. It'll sense what your batteries need. It'll send as many amps necessary to keep them charged. So when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle's alternator will charge the battery through the charge line. When you're plugged in, your power converter here will charge the battery, and your solar panels charge it all the time as best it can, depending on the conditions outside. Okay, so that's that. Let me see what we have here. Refrigerator, 12 volt DC. Your faucet, make sure, this is very shallow, so when you first hook the water up, make sure that these valves are not on, the faucet's not on, because it can overflow very quickly, so always make that. This is in the up position. You're gonna, let me just show you. It's gonna get dark, but I can show you anyway. You pull up on this and the lights go out. The reason being, there's a kill switch. Once you put this in the down position, you'll be able to see the little buttons. Those buttons have to be depressed to complete the circuit. So if the sink's not in the upright position, no 12 volt. So keep that in mind. These are your 3-burner cooktop. You just light it with a lighter. Your table and when you're traveling, this table drops down onto these 5 cleats here, right? And you could turn it into a bed, obviously, or you have to have it down, obviously, when you're traveling. But either way, it turns into another bed. Underneath here, I'm not going to open it up, but it's screwed shut. Number 2 square-headed screw. But you see the back of the water heater when you open this panel, and you'll see the 2 bypass valves for the water heater. You have to educate yourself a bit on that if you don't know about winterizing. It's easy enough to find out. Just go to a reputable website that'll tell you about it. It's something you could have done if you don't know anything. Maybe you know all about this, I don't know, but it just takes a gallon of antifreeze. It's very simple to do. Okay, so this is your furnace, and the thermostat is behind here. This clicks all the way to the left to shut it off like it is now. You'll hear it click, you know. You want to hear that click when you're shutting it off. It lights automatically. You don't have to do anything except turn it on. Okay, this is the other end of that coax cable we saw outside. These are all your literature. Like I said, don't hesitate to go to the manufacturer's sites, the manufacturer of the appliances. Like this is a Thetford cassette toilet. You can go there, and they have videos and a lot more information if you're interested. So, the air conditioner is here. Just like a window air conditioner, it has a thermostat and a selector. You also have a powered vent here, which is a great thing. Make sure you close the vent before you bring the trailer down, or else you have to open it back up. This latch here, you want it latched when you're traveling down the road so the lid doesn't creep up and water can sort of slide underneath it, so you want to lock it into place. But you can see you raise the vent cover right there. Those are your speeds. Very simple. This is let's see what we have here. I think somebody just set that there actually, but you have your keys here. This is for your roof rack. You can remove the components from it with this Allen key. Then you have your regular keys here. That's for the smoke detector. We'll put that back in. They give you a water filter, inline water filter with it. These are shower curtains here, and there should be some more over here. This is your stabilizer crank here. Okay. You also have these things here. These are, you get two of them. Basically, people got all kinds of ideas what they're for. The main thing they're for is it just adds more strength to your roof. You put them kitty corner from each other. Doesn't matter which way. So basically you're in the woods. Sometimes trees fall over. They fall over all the time in the woods. You can, a good rainy, windy day, you can hear it off in the distance, hopefully. But these slide right up here. Try to do this with one hand here, but please bear with me. They slide in there, and then they slide on like that. And it just adds more strength to the roof. Right now the cable is what holds it up. It's still really strong. But if a tree, you put these kitty corner from each other, and if a tree was to fall and hit the roof, you have a lot more strength. Okay? Make sure you take them off before you try to bring it down. Very low-tech thing, but it works. Okay. So this also turns into a bed here. And plus you have this turn into a bed, so you can sleep several people in here, of course. Okay, so also you get a fan combo that hangs up here and a light. And these are your heaters for your mattresses. Let's see where this one is. You can't see it. Oh, there it is right there. You see that white port right there? These plug into that, and then the other end goes into a 110 socket. They're warmers. They're not heaters. They're not going to make the mattress hot. It just takes the chill out of them. Okay. Okay. So when you come to pick up, they're gonna show you anything else you need to see, talk to you about it. Also, we'll show you how it goes up and down, that sort of thing. So. Right now I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. I also want to remind you to check the corner caps and any sealant that comes from the factory. Do that on a regular basis to make sure it's in good shape. Don't use caulk from the hardware store. Go to an RV place and get clear Proflex or something equivalent to that, okay? And right now this is winterized. There's no water in the system, so it's set for the winter, okay? Thank you.